Tonight's first guest on the show has in 2 years gone from eating a soccer player in the Alps to kissing Winona Ryder. And in my eyes, that's forward progress. Ladies and gentlemen, please welcome Ethan Hawke. See that? They like their Ethan Hawke. That was the Reality Bites soundtrack we played for you.
Oh, yeah?
Yeah.
How'd it sound?
A treat for us.
Yeah?
To you.
Okay.
Yeah. I like that movie very much, actually.
Oh, thanks.
I went and
I
saw
like
it.
the show.
Do you
It's
really?
going good. It's going
Thank
good.
you. It's our first 10 minutes.
This is my first talk show.
This is your first talk show?
My first talk show.
Wow.
How am I doing?
I think you're doing amazing.
Good.
Yeah. Keep complimenting me. I'll keep you out here all night. I got no worries with that. The thing that amazed me in Reality Bites, because that sort of was a breakthrough movie, right? That sort of made you like the guy. Well, you got it. Yeah, exactly. Made you the guy on the magazine covers and stuff.
And that's been great.
Exactly.
It's been so great.
And that's been wonderful for both of us. But it was the whole thing that when I saw the movie, you played like an odious character, and everyone loved it. The girls went crazy. Did that surprise you?
Yeah. Odious, that's a good word.
Thank you.
You're really doing good.
Thank you very much. Right, yeah.
Let's see.
Odious.
Ah,
You know what's sad? Before the show,
Yeah.
I go, Odious, he doesn't smell. And they're like, no, it's different.
nice. Well,
I'm a stupid guy.
I don't know why people liked it. You know, I really don't.
Yeah, it surprised you too?
Yeah, you know, you remember your lines, and then it happened.
Did you want the producers to go, hey, why don't you lighten this guy up a little bit, make him, you know, smile a little bit, have a little fun, put on a lampshade, dance around, do that.
Yeah, no, I
Yeah.
didn't. I kind of. Winona is so cute, you know. That
She's
sometimes,
very cute.
Yeah, that sometimes you don't. Yeah.
I meant
you
to
start
talk to
to
you about
embrace kind of the ugly thing around Winona. Yeah.
Was her boyfriend there the whole time, that Perner from...
He was.
Did he give you the evil eye?
Yeah, he did. He did.
I'm sorry about that.
Yeah, it was all right.
Because the on-screen magic was real, as far as I was concerned. I think they did as well. But you made it this year. You made it, can we show the cover of Details magazine? You got up on there? There you go. That's, I think that's a big deal.
They made me reshoot that, you know.
Why?
Well, because I thought it'd be cool to do it in a T-shirt and look kind of like...
Uh-oh.
Yeah, like I just had to do like that. But they decided that I didn't dress well, so they told me to wear a suit, and then it gets on the cover, so I decided to wear a suit tonight.
And I was going to ask you to change back into a T-shirt, actually. Look more like me. But it's still, things have worked out great. You've been on the move now. Are you going to stay and do that? Because I read that you're also directing videos and doing a lot of other
Well, I
different
directed
things.
one video. I directed a video for Lisa Loeb.
Right.
She's been a friend of mine for...
They're a very responsive group.
Yeah. Lisa's been a friend of mine for like 4 years, so when this started to happen, it seemed like the fun thing to do.
She wasn't like a signed recording artist before
No,
that?
I think she's the first recording artist in history to be unsigned and get a #1 single. So, I mean, that's kind of something.
Yeah, that is pretty amazing. And she'd give you some props on that? She'd give you a little...
Nothing.
Nothing?
Nothing, no.
Loeb?
As a matter of fact, she's going to play for my theater company's benefit. That's kind of the...
You have a theater company as well?
Yeah,
You're like
yeah.
a Renaissance man. What's the name of the theater company? No, it's true. What's the name of that?
It's called Malapart.
What
Malapart.
What does that mean?
What does it mean?
Yeah. Odious? No,
Odious.
what does it mean?
It's very similar to odious. Malapart, let's see. First of all, it's a word that looks cool.
Definitely
so it
looks
goes,
cool.
It's got a lot of A's and like a P and an R, so like when you print it up, it looks really cool.
Good logo potential.
Yeah, exactly. That's what we were thinking about.
You have to.
And if you want to get artsy about it, it's...
I do.
Well, then let's get artsy.
All right.
All right, that's great.
Let's do that.
All right, so, well, what it really is it's a French novel, the turn of the century, that was published unbound, and you could read it in any order. So it's about experience over plot. It's very deep. I mean, I don't know.
No. It's exactly like Playboy magazine. Any order you go in there.
Right.
Boom, on the thing. All right, well, will you stick around, please? We'll be coming back.
Yeah, sure.
Ethan Hawke's going to stick around. We're going to take a commercial break. We'll be right back. All right. Welcome back to the show. Still to come tonight, Jenny Garth and Public Enemy. We're here with Ethan Hawke. They like their music. We were talking earlier about the big acting career now. Let's back it up a little bit. How'd you get into this thing? Always wanted to be, started out in the, how'd you get into acting?
How'd I get into acting? I got into acting because I was raised by a single mother, and she was always trying to stick me in places, you know, so I wasn't getting in trouble.
Right.
Stick me into like a class or a sport or something like that. So I didn't have a winter sport, so she stuck me in this acting class, and
How old were you?
it was like 12.
Really?
Yeah.
Did you take to it? Did you feel at all like self-conscious about it, or?
You know, I was 12. I didn't care.
That's true.
And then I ended up on a lark going in for an audition for this movie, Explorers. It was in like 1985 that I did. Explorers. It's a big cult following, Explorers. But then after Explorers, I just kind of went back to high school, and then I graduated high school, went to theater school for about 2 months.
Right. Where was that? Was that NYU or that
Carnegie
was?
Mellon.
Uh-huh.
Not NYU. No.
Oh, all right. So at Carnegie Mellon, you went back into the acting school.
Right.
And how'd that go? Pretty good. Why'd you leave after 2 months?
Because I didn't like it.
Oh, yeah?
Yeah.
Hello, I'm Dr. Obvious.
No, I went and I had like a really hard time there. My first day that I walked into class, I kind of sat down, and we had this voice teacher who came to teach us our voice, and so we had to go around the room and say our names.
Right.
And I was like, Ethan Hawke. She's like, is that a question? I'm like, no. She's like, what's your name? I'm like, Ethan Hawke. She's like, sounds like a question.
Oh, my
And
God.
I'm like, well, all right. She's like, we're going to have to work on your voice. Well, I said, I was told that this was a theater school, not like the seminary, you know? And so this girl raised her hand in class and said, well, what I think Ethan is trying to say is, do we have to sound like you? And the teacher said, is that what you're trying to say?
Is that a
Mr.
question?
Hawke?" Yes. And I said, yeah, that's kind of exactly what I mean. And she said, get out. And it was
She booted you.
It was my first, like, 5 minutes in college.
If you had a vindictive streak, like I do, you would call her now and go, and you would ask for her and go, it's Ethan Hawke. And she would, you know, you'd have to. Are you like that? No.
I said, Ethan Hawke, and I'm on the Jon Stewart show.
I'm on the show, and that's a question. It's amazing that it worked out from that, and now you're enjoying yourself. This theater group thing, obviously, is something very close to you.
Yeah.
What is the thing you're working on now with them?
We're doing this play called Veins and Thumbtacks by Jonathan Mark Sherman with Frank Whaley and Jenny Robertson.
Right.
It's this play about this guy kind of growing up in New Jersey who wants to be a stand-up comic and kind of loses his mind.
All right.
He's very angry, he's very hostile, and he hates himself, and he can't get along with anybody.
There's nothing in there about women's underwear or anything like that. It's not from my diary or anything, is it? Or do you play the guy? Or?
No, Frank Whaley plays the guy.
Uh-huh. And it's about his struggle to sort of...
To
Be
try to
heard.
be alive, you know.
Right. When is the play? When are you putting that on?
October 7th at the Theater Row Theater in New York on 42nd Street.
Okay. And you also have a benefit, though, coming up.
Yeah, we have a benefit. It's gonna be very cool. It's so much fun. But our benefit's on September 26th at Irving Plaza, and that's where Lisa Loeb's gonna play.
Oh, great. All right. So it all comes full circle. Well, thank you very much for coming out. Ethan Hawke, everybody. It's his first time. It's my first time. Stick around.